your essential guide to Showerthoughts. I've been alive for 4 decades and have never seen a fireman get a cat out of a tree. If the Sharks and the Hurricanes both make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, that's the closest setup we could possibly have for a real-world Sharknado. The porn industry is the only one where being an amateur is sometimes better than being a professional. We eat chickens before they're alive and after they are dead. Smart TVs aren't smart until they increase volume when crunchy food is detected. Being around someone who vapes will make you aware of just how much of the air we breathe in was just breathed out by other people. If you think about it, Batman lives in his parents' basement. Fist bumps are better than handshakes because you don't have to use the same hand to make it work. Homosexuality might be nature's way of fighting overpopulation. The reason cats hate water is that they feel the feeling of stepping in water with socks on, except their whole body is sock and they can't take it off. In the word threshold you pronounce the H twice. Marriage is marketed as the beginning of a woman's life, but the end of a man's. People who own big houses or apartments will never know the joy of vacuuming the whole house in 5 minutes using one outlet. Just stop and think. You've probably moved your finger up and down for miles just scrolling. Bill Gates' children don't have to explain technology to him. We are literally fucked into existence. A human with spider abilities sounds awesome. A spider with human abilities sounds terrifying. The 1st of April is the perfect day for companies to market risky ideas. In movies where Santa is real, adults don't believe in him, yet don't question the random presents they didn't buy showing up under the tree. A glory hole. But for petting dogs. Vehophobia, fear of driving, is probably one of the most rational fears to have. If you're good at math, people think you're smart. If you're good at English, people think you're average. Almost 100% of the world doesn't know or care that you exist. Knowing that you don't have to get out of bed is more satisfying than remaining asleep. Capture has helped countless people find out that they're actually robots. If you lay in bed all day, you still manage to move 196.9 million miles. So you know, you've got that going for you still. Elevators rarely have elevator music anymore. Life is like an abusive partner. It's mostly bad, but the few moments of happiness make you stay. Taking medication is a lot like programming. Fix one problem and some new ones may arise. If you look at just one star during the day you'd go blind, but if you look at millions at night it is soothing. When saying women versus woman, we pronounce the O's differently instead of the E's. Build-A-Bear is really missing out on a golden opportunity by not selling a rocket raccoon. If we ever discover alien life, even if it's just cells, people will definitely draw porn of it. When girls kiss each other on their cheeks, no one cares. If guys kiss each other on their cheeks, people start suspecting that they're gay. If you write out every number in order, you wouldn't use the letter B until you're at 1 billion. Nobody has learned the phrases potato potato or tomato tomato from reading. Doofenshmirtz Incorporated has the same number of syllables as committing vehicular manslaughter, and thus you can say it as the jingle. When people say 1 second, they take more than 1 second, and when people say 1 minute, they usually take less than a minute. Our stomach has an alarm that's set to vibrate when we're hungry. Buckets in Minecraft are capable of holding lava yet gets burned when dropped in it. When we're kids, we thought adults had the good life. When we're adults, we think kids have the good life. The brain is a wondrous organ. It works 24/7 and 365 until you fall in love. Teenage is the age of emotional turnovers, and at this same age we all make our future career decisions. People pay extra money to remove a watermark, unless it's on clothing, in which case they pay extra to keep the watermark. Give a person a fish and you feed them for a day. Teach a person how to use the internet and they won't bother you for weeks, months, or maybe even years. Water doesn't have a taste, but things taste watery.